All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are about to take a look at a $100,000 game of Warzone. That's crazy to say, right? These guys are queuing into a game, and the winner of this game, custom game, all of these guys being pros, streamers, top-tier Warzone players. The winner of this game, one game, gets $100,000 cash. We are, spoiler alert, following in with the winner of the game, Scumpy. And what I wanted to do was break down his gameplay here and see how he plays through the match, because as he notes in this, he actually has not even played Warzone since Vanguard came out. Scumpy is a professional Call of Duty player, mostly on the multiplayer side, although he does play a lot of Warzone and such as well. Now, some of the previous games to this point here, people did win from using the riot shield. Solo's riot shield is one of the most annoying strategies that you could possibly get into. Look at them. If you going for double loadout, it could be really risky going for that second one once you already got one. Plus, these guys are all going to drop good guns that you could just pick up. This is it. This is the game. $100,000 on this one game. The interesting thing with these closed lobbies, because he's going up against a whole bunch of other players that are all good. You know, this is a closed custom game, right? A lot of times the perspective is, you know, if I go somewhere that's not as popular, less people will go there. But so many people go to the less popular area. It's not always the case here as well. And there's 145 players in this lobby. They got a full lobby off of it. Sometimes these custom games, too, they're only like 90, 100 players in them. Now, this is likely going to be a giant camp fest as well, because so much money is on the line. I mean, look at this. There's only one person dead. There's 144 people still in the game. I already see the comments now. This guy just camps the whole time. There's $100,000 on the line, dude. 100 grand. You got to play maximum strategies at this point. Now, here's somebody under him here. This guy could have even gone through the door, but I think you would have heard the red door if that was the case. We'll see if he kills him, what loot he gets. But you hear him on that wood. He's on the inside of the house. I think he might have taken the door in order to get here. There's two different ways onto this roof, from that ladder as well as the ladder off onto that northwest side. Shots go out. No, that's a decoy. He breaks the glass with a decoy. Shots go out there. But this guy didn't go any push. So you see, this is the other stairwell. There's only two ways up here. The bigger problem is now that this decoy is out, if there is anybody in these near houses or a sniper that's not too far away, maybe up on this hilltop, they might be able to look down and just pick Scump off the roof here. I do not think this guy tries to challenge roof. These guys they can wait here 5 minutes. No problem. Right? They've got the zone. There's not going to be any forced plays. Scump has one opportunity for this kill, though, because all he has is 25 bullets and one gun. He cannot just go for a crack and then not push it. And this guy did get his loadout, and we do see our first riot shield of the game, and the first guy that he is challenging. That guy now just got some intel that the guy on the roof obviously doesn't have a shield, only has a FAR. But what does Scump have here? He's got a Deady and a stun. Oh, big challenge. Crack comes out from the top there. Stun down. Does not connect. Now he's running out of utility. Only has one plate to get the reset. Very bad for him. Goes for the disengage off the far jump. Does make it behind the building here. Now he does have a little bit of range. He needs to stay as far away from this guy as he possibly can.
This guy in the other building only has a gallo, though, so I know that I can, like, get away position-wise on him. Is that
gallo
on the motorcycle? Not so sure.
So he read it as a gallo weapon of what the enemy was using with his riot shield. There you go. He's got bigger brain than me, as you can tell right there. Still 87 people in this game in Zone 2. To give this perspective, usually when we're playing in our random pub games, Zone 2 pops up there. By the end of Zone 2's lock, we're down to 15 to 20 people in my average game that I play. He's going to be forced into... Ooh. So he sees one going for the cross there. This is where
they're just running it.
That guy is in a completely forced play right now. That's what you kind of don't want to get into.
Gotta be careful about that too, though.
Adds another variable into that exact location. He also saw a loadout come down just up ahead to the right of IHOP there earlier too. So he's got at least now an additional player on top of the at least two players that are in that area for sure. So he's got 3 players in that area towards his loadout zone. And I actually like this a lot. He's going down to the far side, edge of the zone on his left here, which cuts off some of the angles. He already saw this zone close for him, so he knows nobody else is going to be out in this field because he already can see the entire field. Nobody's going to be here. He saw somebody run out over here too, which is just up ahead of him. He knows there's got to be somebody up ahead of him in that area, so he can make a good crossing into this side of the zone, being relatively safe. And unless somebody pushes from this east side and goes for a flank on the same rotation, which I would say is relatively unlikely here, this is better than going out into the open, trying to push the hill on his right. This becomes a better way to cross over to his loadout, I would say. Still checking his back here, though, in case somebody does try and rotate from that. Maybe somebody's even in the building there. But this lets him get closer on his approach while keeping line of sight blocked on these houses ahead of him here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
This is all, I mean, there's a lot of probabilities that come into solos. Regardless of how good you are, there's also a strong element of luck. Sees it there. Very quick reaction off that. Pops his daddy, going for a flank around. Continues the push out here, and he is completely deadied. This is such a good use of his daddy. Now, after those shots over there, he's looking for it. He gets the knockout. Oh, that was incredible. Now, I probably wouldn't have even gone for the challenge there. I would have tried to sneak the loadout and run. Gets himself reset on plates here. Gets a precision out of it. Is he checking the weapons? Oh, gets a weapon off of it as well. Double. He gets a MAC-10 kitted. Oh, that was a massive come up. Great flank off of it. That's just the power of dead silence right there, though. If he didn't have a deady, I don't know if he makes it out of that. Now he really can absolutely get his secondary ghost class. Oh, was that a restock? I want to see the exact loadout because this is what he ends up choosing. It's this one with the Car9. No. I think he was trying to choose this Ghost Car9 and he clicked up. Overkill, Ghost. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe I'm misreading this. Let me see. No, EM2. This is the one he chose right here. So he chose his EM2 class with a 3X on it. Great build. This is one I use very often, although I like to use the red dot in combination with a sniper. He is running Battle Hardened Restock EOD to help him from the frags. This is going to give him constant semtexes and stuns, and then Battle Hardened is going to prevent those stuns from hitting him. The beautiful thing about these stuns and semtexes, especially against, against anybody, but in particular PC players, when you stun them, it is one of the most annoying things when you get stunned to try and use a mouse. And now this is a bit difficult because he's on a forced play. Anybody who is just watching the edge of the zone for people to come in, which is exactly what he did off that last one. He was sitting on that bar window, looking out over the airfield and seeing that guy on the forced play who he ended up killing, right? This is part of that difficulty of it. He also has a tack rover just up ahead of him here. Here's the footsteps on the left. This is a riot shielder. This is why he brought those stuns, though. Stun him, lock him in place, gets the set. He already killed him with that first stun, or excuse me, with that first semtex. When it sticks him, it's an immediate kill. This is, now I have tried this many times. I have been trying to get wins in solos with a riot shield because it is so dominant. Even in the previous competitions like this that we've seen, the person with the riot shield combo ends up winning the game. But the stun lock combo with it, all you need to do is stick a giant ass shield and they are dead. This is the most common way that I've died in all of my solo challenges trying to get wins with the riot shield, especially when I do riot shield gun combos. It is the way that I die more often than anything. So as you can see, gets a terrible zone pull. We'll see if he pulls the map up here, but you can see even just looking at the mini map, it's not even on his rotation. It's going all the way up to the north field. These north fields are actually very sniper heavy. You're going to see a lot of sniper dominance. I don't know how many people in this game are going to be willing to run snipers, though. Goes for a double stun in. No hit on either of them. His first one actually missed the throw a little bit. This guy goes for the push, pops his Mac back out. Beautiful sliding.
No!
Goes down off of it, though. And this was just a challenge from the other guy as well. Let's bring this one into slow-mo here. Unfortunately, oh, man, he goes down. So this guy, this was a great read by the player on the inside. Scump just throws both his stuns. He hears both of those go off. So he decides, you know what? I'm going to push this. Comes down, goes for a stun of his own. If he hit this stun, it would have been an easy game over on him. Stun, pops off a little bit too far away, though. Does not get it. Pops back to cover here. And look at the slide back. So this guy, first of all, comes around with a jump over. This allows him to keep his most velocity that he possibly can to have a very fast peak in case he's looking. As you can see, Scump's gun is up right now as he is in sprint as well. He can be caught out. Sure enough, this guy goes for the slide back, thinking he can make it to cover fast enough, or at least to change his angle. He's trying to break If Scump was already on target on him, of course, he wasn't quite yet. He was trying to get on target off on the left here. This guy's going for a hard cut to the right in order to try and break the aim assist. Or even if it's a PC player, forcing him to go for a flick, changing the angle as quickly as he can, jumps out one side, slides back the other side. It's a very harsh angle change. Scump doing very well, keeps on target here though, but he's a little high, and I think the bullets go right over him. No, gets a couple connections. As you can see, it looks like it's mostly all torso though. I'm gonna bring it even a little bit slower here. Scump goes a little low, maybe thinking he's gonna go for a drop shot, goes for feet, but he goes for jump shot. And they're all feet shots, which is barely going to do any damage. You see Scump standing still here. I think he maybe went for a hop at the end. Scump might have gone for a hop. But he does go down off of it, which means it's going to be time for Gulag. Let's watch the kill cam on this guy's perspective, actually. I'll bring this into slow-mo, too. Oh, he's got the OTS, dude. Big slide there. Yeah, okay, so Scump did jump off the initiation, but then look at the upper torso shots. Maybe hit a headshot there. Scump did go for another jump, so he did get another leg shot on there as well. They're both playing this very, very well in general, but both guys go for the stuns. Neither hit. This is a really weird glitched LMG, by the way. Or the irons, how this works. It's really ugly. Okay. Now he's parachuting back zone 4. He's got a free loadout that's coming in 1 minute, 20 seconds. It takes about 2 minutes, 30 seconds to get your feet on the ground after parachute if you pull it immediately. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what that. To be fair, he said he hasn't even played. He's got a stream delay on, so people in his chat can't call anything out for him. Nobody can. Obviously, that's part of the benefit of it. But it comes in 30 seconds after zone 4 locks. It's going to come in about 10 seconds. There it is. So now it's going to take about 10 seconds to land,
go for it.
And he's going for the full send. One of the problems of this play is that, especially with this, everybody who's coming back from Gulag is going to be dropping for these boxes. There's 38 people in this zone. There's probably going to be a lot of rats coming out, obviously. This would be 10 people at the most, probably, in a regular game as Zone 5 is coming in. And if you go back and look at any of my solo games, there's no shot. There's 38 people alive. These are now no other drops or even floor loot is in the game. People are going to be watching these like a hawk. The benefit that he has is how many loadouts you saw just come down. At the end game of a normal game, there's only like 10 packages that come down. It's very easy to watch those. It's one of the reasons I almost never go for these end game second free loadouts unless it's in a perfect spot. But he really doesn't have any options, and by playing the risk now, it opens him up for the long run of him having his guns, him having his loadout, and being ready to get a dub at the end game. Risky now, pays off bigger at the end if he can pull it off. Let's see what happens.
No, please, game.
You can see it's right at the edge of the zone here. It came in. Right on the edge. It always has to be, this is one other thing to keep in mind, it always has to be within the white circle. And he's going to go ahead and rat it up. This is exactly what I'm sure almost everybody else is doing. And crazy enough, there's not many places on this map where you can actually get in bushes like this. This game happened to end at one of the locations where there are bushes that you can get into. So it's going to make it even more ratty. Vehicle's driving around. He's got a attacker over here. He knows C4, so he's not going to be able to do a quick demolition on it. Goes for the stun out. No hit. Not going to be able to get a quick push off of it, but he's got his Diamatti out. Goes for the burst. You see this guy going for his loadout. Does get it. He got the riot shield, but Scump can deal with those shields, man. Jumps right over, especially on the hillside. It makes it hard to use. Beautiful play off of it. Could check him for a weapon, but Scump's not, or even take the riot shield. Scump's not going to do it, man. He doesn't need no riot shield. Shots were just down below, and he does have elevation. Does not have much ammo, and there's your next riot shielder in play. He does have the Semtexes to go for the counterplay off of this. See if he can get the stick. 28 bullets. He's trying to save ammo. Does get the pickup. Absolutely massive pickup for him here. Now he's got full ammo. Still 28 bullets. Can get a kill with this. Doesn't need to go for a reload yet. Gets the stun off. He can push this. Does. Very quick with his Diamatti. Gets the kill. Or Renetti. Whichever it is. It's the burst pistol. Gets the kill. Back to his bush. Gets his reload. Still has Semtex. 1 stun. 8 plates. gas mask, he is now in a fantastic position. And this is going to now position him for the end game. He already got his loadout. He's got his perks. He's got what he needs for this. Stays tree to tree, slides as he decides to go for these crosses, watching the bushes, already pre-aiming on it just in case somebody is there. And they are. He gets the kill off of it. Another right shielder. Rose out in the bush. Oh my goodness, dude. Another huge come up here. Look at that, dude. This guy went for the push on him. Hold on. I got to see this. Did he hear that behind him? What? Wait, was he just in the bush there? Hold on. He's right there in the bush. He literally stepped on him. He stepped on him right there. Jumps around. Hip fire burst. Double burst. Gets the knockout. Holy man. This guy had a, it looks like PPSH and an EM2. But because he gets 2 bursts off before this guy even gets a shot off on him, look at how much of a health lead he even still manages to end this fight with. This is the sketchiest ending, but look at how calm. I would have jumped out of my damn seat with somebody in a bush like that on me. Look at how calm he keeps it, though. This is the experience of his competitiveness in all of these games he's played. Across all these tournaments and everything. Beautiful stun out early. Slide in order to dodge that stun there. Just such a fantastic play right there. This is the critical end game stuns that I was talking about earlier. Pre-aiming on those trees. Doesn't know exactly which one it is. Does see the now riot shield there. Decides, okay, let's see if we can find another angle here. Watch the left side. He is very vulnerable to a left flank. Goes for the airstrike on the right, forcing that guy into the open. Somebody on the left could go for the shots on him during this play. He decides to peek the hill top, check his left side. Unbelievable. He just gets that one, man. Holy. While he's also watching the right side to see if this right shield guy, who did have to move, goes for shots. Now taking shots on him. He's got the gas mask. Pops down to zone. 10 HP at the most. Gets the replate. The durable gas mask holding him up here. Zone's pulling away. One drops out. He's got the flank of a riot shield off the split. Goes for the Semtex. Gets stunned out in the open. Not in a good position. Goes for the counter stun while he's stunned. This guy's not peeking him. Might be using Cali sticks. Semtex goes off. Gets the knockout. He's going to have to get a reload after that. The pistol is going to be very quick. Now, edge of zone. Does have one more plate, but shots go down. One of them just died off. It is now 1v1. Goes immediately to the top hill while he's getting the replate off. Gets the stun off. Jump shots and wins! 100K, dude! Holy crap! He won it. Okay, I gotta watch this again. Look at this end game here. Look at this end. This was definitely a panic situation here, right? There's no question about it. He hasn't played this game for a month. He's only been playing Vanguard. He's not even... You don't even play in that game, right? Like, he slides out of zone, gets the heal off here. This was definitely a panic play here, but that's okay. He manages to keep it together, and there's a couple key things that he does extremely well in this, even in the situation. He's down to 1 plate, gas mask ticking, 4 people up, including himself. He's got the riot shielder up ahead. He's got 31 bullets here. He's got the flank, couple leg shots off that guy going for the jump. He decides to switch weapons here when he still has more room on his gas mask. He still has more room in his magazine. He doesn't have to go for the throw here, for the Semtex throw. Maybe this guy, I mean, I guess he did turn around on him, right? So he is blocking the shots. I guess that is a good play. Maybe that isn't a choke even, because he did go for the block. He's going for the Semtex to try and force this guy out of his turtle. He does force him to move. You know what? Actually, that's actually an incredible play right there. There's no panic in that at all. He goes for the shot blocks here. No, this is a fantastic play. He goes for the Semtex throw, but rather than going for the stick, which I think maybe he was anticipating a right push there, gets him to force move, gets the shots on. Actually, this is brilliant as well, forcing him to get himself exposed by running, forcing him to run to the left, exposes his body. That's actually insanely brilliant. Goes for the stun throw after he gets his shield back down, forcing him to run back out. Because, see, as he's running to the right, his shield stays up. So he throws the Semtex to the right to force him to run left, which exposes his body because the shield stays up on the right side. That's actually brilliant. Semtex goes off, which gets him the knockout there. Already had him lit, so fortunate for him, he gets that off. Gets the burst out. You see the other guy's running up on the right side here. Also has a shield on his back. I think that might have been Huskers. It's really hard to read the name because of how pixelated everything is here. Finishes his reload, immediately starts to push up the hill as a player count just dipped. So whoever went up the hill, he knows exactly where this final player is, takes cover behind the tree as he gets this last plate off, pulls off the tree. It's just beautiful gameplay here. Pushes up off the tree once he's done, jumps a little bit there, sees the head of the guy, starts to pre-aim it immediately. Goes for some shots. A couple of them do miss high. A couple of them miss low. He goes for the stun. Prone drop down here while he's going for the stun throw to minimize his hitbox while he's in the animation because it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt his accuracy while he's going for the stun throw. Absolutely brilliant, making his hitbox very small. Also, not even in line of sight of the enemy, although he is pushing towards him because now this guy sees the stun coming in, knows he has to get the kill out, but he doesn't have enough time unless he got a sniper and can hit a headshot here, which there's no way. Scump now gets back on his feet. Shots go out. Both of them go for the jump. Fantastically played right at this point. He's going up against Aiden as well on the 1v1. You got to be... I didn't even know that was Aiden there as well. Aiden goes for the jump off of that, trying to obviously, we talked about this earlier, mitigate the shots by taking him to his belly or legs, decreasing the damage multiplier. Scump down to 50 health approximately here off of it. The stun probably even affected Aiden's aim because Scump did get that out with his last stun there. Plenty of bullets to work with, though, as he pulls it off. Dude. $100,000 won. Headset in the air. Oh, dude. That's so good, man. That was so good. And to go against Aiden 1v1 after not even playing the game for that long, dude. Oh my gosh, man. GG. He's looking for it against the knockout. Peek the hill, top, check his left side. Unbelievable, he just gets that one, man. Holy.